Hello, Andrew Collishaw, naturopath and homeopath, and welcome to your Body Talk newsletter for today. I want to talk to you about the differences between sea salt and table salt in terms of nutrition and how this might impact our health. Now, when you're talking about salt, it's really important to remember that there are two sources of salt. There's the salt that we find naturally in diet, naturally in foods, and then there's the salt that we might add to the food. So those two sources together, combined, will give us the overall amount of salt in our diet. And we need to make sure that that amount is at a healthy level, of course. Now, there are some medical conditions. High blood pressure is the obvious example, where part of the treatment for that is a low salt diet. So you do need to be careful about your individual requirements for salt, and just check with your healthcare practitioner about what levels are going to be optimal for you. Now, having said that, let's assume that you're going to be adding small amounts of salt to your diet. Now, I'm talking about very small quantities here. Okay, obviously it's very easy to have too much salt. So if indeed you are going to add salt to the diet, I'm talking about really small amounts, okay? So the question is, do you use sea salt or do you use table salt? Sea salt has the advantage of having a whole lot of other nutrients in it. It's got many other nutrients which are essential for health, okay? Now the problem, well, it's not a problem, but one of the arguments against sea salt is that these nutrients are in such small quantities that they're not worth worrying about. They're in such tiny amounts that they're not going to be a great benefit to the body. Okay, now if we look at table salt, then it's just sodium chloride, a flowing agent, and iodine. So you've got the additional iodine, which helps prevent iodine deficiencies, which affects the thyroid gland, which is here. So if you opt for the sea salt option, you need to make sure that your iodine levels are adequately met through other ways, and mainly diet, possibly supplementation. So with the sea salt diet, make sure iodine levels are okay. With the table salt option, you're missing out on a whole lot of other nutrients, for example. Now, my way of looking at this is to say, okay, in this day and age, we need to get every possible source of nutrient into our body, and whether we get it from here, there, or wherever, I think if we can do that, then we should. And if you are indeed going to be adding salt to your food, my opinion is that you're better off to have the sea salt because it's got all those other things in it, as long as you're addressing the iodine issue and making sure that you're not going to become deficient in iodine. Okay, so you need to be aware of that. But I think overall we need to be doing whatever we can to give our bodies good nutrition, and sea salt provides an easy way to add some additional nutrients. So have a think about that and have a read of the text below. All right, I hope that's helpful and gives you some food for thought, and we'll look forward to speaking with you soon. Okay, bye for now.